Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us this Friday, September 16th. Recording live from the Beasley Media Complex in Boone, this is the Appalachian Weekly News. I'm Devin Stewart.
And I'm Delaney Markert. A very special moment is coming to campus. Appalachian State is hosting ESPN's College Game Day show for the first time ever. Our correspondent Leah Johnson tells us more from Sanford Mall.
Thanks, guys. Today I'm here on Sanford Mall where ESPN is hosting their College Game Day. This is the first time in history that College Game Day has ever come to App State campus. We are super excited, and they will be broadcasting the game tomorrow at 3:30. College Game Day is a pre-game show broadcasted by ESPN. Today they're here on Sanford Mall taping in preparation for the game tomorrow. They'll broadcast live tomorrow morning, but students have a chance to camp out overnight for a chance to win a seat in the pit where they'll be featured on live TV. There are several events going on, but the broadcast will be the main attraction. Students are entered into the pit on a first-come, first-served basis. Students may submit a poster to win one of 21 prizes, such as a year of free tuition or $500 dining dollars. The countdown begins at 8:30 a.m., leading to kickoff at 3:30 p.m. I'm Leah Johnson with Appalachian Weekly News. Back to you guys in the studio.
This past Saturday, after a major win against Texas A&M, App State fans took to the streets of Boone to celebrate. But not all fans were celebrating in an appropriate manner. Our correspondent Dylan Henson has the story.
This past Saturday, App State football won against Texas A&M in a major college football upset. The score was 17-14, and while many in Boone were celebrating, not all were celebrating correctly. Behind me this past Saturday stood the popular baby sculpture that was installed just 3 months ago. I spoke with App State student body president on the matter.
Hello, my fellow Mountaineers. We've had an interesting start of game season, especially after our upset against A&M last Saturday. But I want to talk to you about the events that have come to light. The destructive behavior of our peers, our students on campus, is not acceptable and it won't be tolerated. The destruction of Way Hall after the game day on UNC, also unacceptable and not tolerable. I have been working with the Chief of Police and the Athletics Department to ensure that we are pushing for proper conduct and sportsmanship on game days, off game days, on the field and off the field. Remember, this is your campus as much as it is everyone else's. We all pay to be here. Let's all treat each other the way that we want to be treated.
Kevin Curry, head of sculpture at Florida State University and the creator of this artwork, released a statement via Instagram stating that App State football fans were so excited to win a game that they decided to swim out to the statue and tear their work apart. He also stated that an arm of the baby was found behind the football stadium and the prognosis of the artwork was not good. The university has yet to release a statement, but we at AWN will keep you informed as the situation continues to unfold. Reporting for the Appalachian Weekly News, I'm Dylan Henson.
Watauga Parks and Recreation is bringing the Special Olympics to Boone. They will be hosting a Special Olympics Sports Expo on Thursday, October 6th. The Special Olympics is the largest sports organization for children and adults with intellectual and/or physical disabilities in the world. They provide events and activities to 5 million participants in more than 100 countries. The event will be held at the Watauga County Sports and Recreation Complex from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The event will host different sports stations that anyone can attend, including tennis, basketball, softball skills, pickleball, and even yoga. Lunch will be provided, and everyone is eligible.
This past Tuesday, the Career Development Center held their Look Smart Career Clothing Closet event. This event happens each semester and is available to students for free. The program is for students who work on campus, are seeking campus employment, or are interviewing for off-campus professional opportunities. Michael Ryback, the Career Development Coordinator, talks about the goals of the program.
We want to recognize that, when you look good, you feel good, and I think as it relates to professionalism, that concept, it's like a hot button topic, if you will, and a lot of it and kind of its essence is systemically oppressive, so we want to remove that and just give students an opportunity and a chance to get what they need and express themselves and feel confident and excited to enter either an interview or just a
Clothing Closet will be back in the spring semester, so make sure to keep a lookout for more information on engage.appstate.edu.
A fun new business is now open in Boone. Our correspondent Leah Johnson has more.
Finding your creativity in the art world can be difficult if you are not an artist, but this particular business allows you to express your artistic side.
Well, welcome to Let's Be Artsy. I'm Angelia, and I own Let's Be Artsy, and I started in 2019 out of my home. And we grew so fast that we ended up in this location, opened this one in January of this year, and it's going very well. We do things like paint and sip and birthday parties, and we do craft classes, we do bachelorettes, and any type of party, just party.
Well, here at Let's Be Artsy, everyone here are art professionals. We all have an art background. All my instructors have a BFA. I teach at Lees McRae College, so I'm a professor there. So we all are professional artists. And because we're professional artists and I have a background in business, I've actually owned several businesses, it's a combination of being able to entertain, be able to show that we have the skills for art, as well as the fun of just doing a paint and sip. That's probably the best thing I love about art, is that it really shows who you are, your expressions. It makes you happy.
If you love arts and crafts, come on in to Let's Be Artsy. All students get 10% off classes, and they are located off Highway 105 in Boone. For more information, visit www.letsbeartsy.com. I'm Leah Johnson with Appalachian Weekly News. Back to you guys in the studio.
App State's Club Council helps close the month of September with a bang. Live at Legends on Friday, September 30th, doors will open for App's Got Talent. This event is free and open to everyone in the community to enjoy and support local talent acts. Kick back and relax with a night full of entertainment, including musicians, rappers, singers, comedians, magicians, and much more. Doors will open at 6:30 p.m. and the event will start at 7 p.m. So be sure to mark your calendars and invite a friend to the student-run talent show. For more information, please contact Appalachian State University's Club Council.
The Appalachian Theater is putting on a classic movie musicals film series for the month of September. The Appalachian Theater has been entertaining the High Country since 1938, which it is now a nonprofit putting on a variety of events from concerts to films. The Downtown Theater will be showcasing classic musicals, showing The Wizard of Oz, A Star is Born, Singin' in the Rain, and Grease. You can catch the movies through September 26th, with Grease being shown on this day in honor of the late Olivia Newton-John. Admission is only $5 and all shows begin at 7.
Want to save a life? Well, next Tuesday, September 20th, Appalachian State will kick off homecoming with their annual blood drive from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Thanks to volunteers, local donors, and the American Red Cross, App State has been able to help save lives for the past 16 years. To help keep that same momentum going into next week, sign up today and donate blood at the Holmes Convocation Center. If saving lives isn't already enough for you, there will be complimentary free snacks and t-shirts available to those that participate. Please contact blooddrive@appstate.edu for more information.
Need a cheap pick-me-up? Chocolate has your back. Today, September 16th, marks National Choose Your Chocolate Day. Chocolate was first invented in 1847 by a man named Joseph Fry. The primary ingredient, cacao plants, was discovered in ancient Mesoamerica, but referred to now as present-day Mexico. The history of this sweet treat stems all the way back to 4,000 years ago, but it is still commonly enjoyed today. Whether you want a cheap Hershey's bar or a luxurious local chocolate from Venture Chocolate Wine & Co., today is the perfect excuse to treat yourself.
The month of September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, a time to raise awareness and advocate for mental health. There are many resources available to students and staff through the Wellness and Prevention Services on campus. A new helpline has been implemented nationwide, so if you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, you can call or text 988.
Many people in Boone are currently experiencing some issues with the postal services. Our correspondent Shannon Pendleton tells us more.
As the school semester starts and people move back in, there's one thing that majority of people do: order packages. 2 weeks ago, App State students were left confused as to why their packages weren't being delivered. Over the summer, many student housing apartments in Boone received a letter from the United States Postal Service, informing them that they would no longer deliver mail to individual apartments, but instead enforce a one-stop drop. The community manager at the University Highlands, Sharon Lane, tells us more about what the letter said.
They said that they had established an improper mode of delivery here in Boone that had been going on for years. It had been going on here for 22 years, and that they had to stop the improper mode of delivery, and they were giving us this 30-day notice that they were going to do that.
When I talked to the post office, they said apartment complexes are now responsible for getting the mail to the residents. However, the students and apartment managers feel like the communication during this policy switch was not clear.
That letter was the only information they gave us. They didn't let us know, unfortunately, that they were going to come and take off their locks for the cluster boxes. So they came on the property without any kind of notification, took their locks off, left the mail unsecure. We had to find our own way to get these locks to put back on the boxes to make them secure.
Unfortunately, there is not much residents or apartment complexes can do about the USPS policy being changed.
So we did consult with our legal counsel, and they looked at the letter, and he said, there's really nobody you can appeal this to. I know a lot of our residents and parents have sent in formal complaints, and we've talked to our department at the university that we fall under, and we're going to push back some, but I don't really think at this point we have any kind of legal recourse to force the United States Postal Service to continue to deliver the mail.
If you live in student housing, your apartment complex should contact you about what the new transition will be like. For the Appalachian Weekly News, I'm Shannon Pendleton.
Farm Cafe held Small Bites for a Big Cause, a friendly competition among high country chefs. 10 teams prepared one tapas-style small bite for tasting by attendees and celebrity judges. The competition highlights the skills of each chef and their interpretation of Appalachian cuisine. Chefs from across the area, including the Cardinal and Black Cat Burrito, participated, as Elena Dalton explains.
They are all high country grown certified chefs, so at their restaurants they choose to source locally as much as possible.
The whole point of this, it's a lot of fun and we enjoy it, but the whole point is our mission to feed all regardless of means. So because of events like this, we're able to get the funding to go and help those folks who might be struggling and need a meal.
All proceeds from the event benefit Farm Cafe's mission to provide a dining experience to all customers regardless of means. There is definitely lots of buzz and excitement around campus with not only the arrival of ESPN College Game Day, but also App State's home football game against Troy.
It'll most certainly be a packed weekend of action in the high country. Alex Urquiza joins us now with a preview of tomorrow's game and more in the world of sports. Alex, what can you tell us?
Well, Devin, Delaney, I can tell you, it's been a crazy past few days here in App State for both the football team and in Boone. It all started off last Saturday with our 17-14 win against Texas A&M, who were ranked 6th in the nation at the time. Sophomore Michael Hughes scored the winning field goal, helping the Mountaineers earn their first AP Top 10 opponent victory since the 34-32 victory at Michigan State in 2007. The Mountaineers' next game is tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 against Troy in front of another sold-out crowd. ESPN's College Game Day will also be here on Sanford Mall for the first time in the university's history. If you weren't able to get a ticket, the game will go live on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. ESPN's College Game Day will also be hosted here on Sanford Mall, as mentioned earlier, with the program set to go live from 9 a.m. to noon on ESPN and ESPNU. App State's field hockey team fell short 2-1 after nearly causing an upset against number 16 Duke University last Friday. The Mountaineers took the Blue Devils to overtime, where senior goalkeeper Addie Clark earned a new career high in saves against Duke with 13 saves from 18 shots. The Black and Gold return to action this Sunday at noon against Kent State to kick off their Mid-American Conference season. Heading over to the volleyball court, App State volleyball team's 3-game win streak came to an end yesterday with a 3-2 defeat against Western Carolina in the Virginia Tech Classic. Their next game is later today at 3:30 against Norfolk State. This will be their last non-conference game of the season, so let's hope they enter the conference season with a winning result. App State soccer team drew 2-2 against Radford last night at the Ted McEnroe Soccer Complex. Junior striker Izzy Wood scored 2 goals against the Highlanders to give them a 2-0 lead at halftime. But it wasn't enough, as the Highlanders came back to score 2 in the second half to draw the game. The Mountaineers start their conference run this Sunday at the Ted Markert Soccer Complex against University Louisiana Monroe. Kickoff is at 11 a.m., and if you can catch the game live on ESPN+. That's all I have for sports this week. Delaney, Devin, back to you.
Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks again for joining us on this edition of the Appalachian Weekly News.
Be sure to tune in next week as we continue to bring you the latest coverage on what is happening in the High Country. I'm Delaney Markert.
And I'm Devin Stewart. We'll see you next time.